Okay, let's talk about solving this equation. And what's unique about this equation is obviously it involves decimals. So that could be intimidating to some students, but basically we're going to be doing the same steps as if we were solving a basic equation without decimals, but we're going to go through this particular example and just kind of reinforce those important equation solving steps. So we're going to get to this in 1 second. Obviously, I'm going to completely solve it and explain each step fully. But before we get going, let me go ahead and introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of TabletClass Math. I'm also a middle and high school math teacher, and over many years, I've constructed what I like to believe is one of the most robust online math programs there is. Now, if you're taking a math course or you need to take a full, complete math course, my program can help you. But I'm going to leave a link to that in the description of this video if you want to check that out. Also, I'm a huge stickler on notes. Okay, so note taking is just goes hand in hand with doing excellent in math. So it's been my experience through many, many years that those students who have great notes have great math grades. That's a pretty much golden rule. And obviously, the reverse would be true. For the most part, those students who have no notes, poor notes, sloppy notes, disorganized notes, don't tend to do well in math. So if your notes aren't what they need to be, obviously you want to start working on that. I actually have a couple YouTube videos on note taking, but in the meantime, you need something to study from. So I actually offer notes. I'm going to leave a link to those in the description of this video. Those would include pre-algebra, algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, and trigonometry. Very, very comprehensive, detailed notes. But you obviously need something to study from. All right, so let's get into this problem here. So this is a basic equation, and let's just kind of remove the decimals here for a second. Just think about an equation, something like this. Let's say 3 times 4t minus 1 equals, I don't know, let's say 8. Okay. Now, if we look at this equation and compare it to this equation, obviously this one I just wrote here has no decimals. Okay, so this one obviously has decimals, but the steps are going to be the same. Okay, we have a number right here, okay, and right here that we're going to have to distribute into the inside of what's in this particular parentheses here. Okay, so this would be 3 times 4t. That would be 12t, and then 3 times 1 is going to be obviously minus 3 equals 8. And from here, the next step would be, okay, let me go down here. We would add 3 to both sides of the equation, and we would get 12t is equal to 11. And then finally, to solve for t, I would go ahead and divide both sides of the equation by 12. So now I have t is equal to 11 over 12, and that is it. So this is the basic equation solving process for this particular equation. Now, this equation here is essentially the same steps. We're going to do the same steps, but obviously it involves decimals, and we have some negative numbers here as well. So um, clearly, you want to be using a calculator, okay, to be helping you to do these calculations. So if you weren't quite sure what to do, and you think you can do this problem, you might want to pause the video if you have a calculator handy and see if you can reconstruct the solution that I'm going to actually show you here in a second. So let's get to it. Here is the problem. Okay, I kind of pre-wrote this out so we can save ourselves a bit of time. All right, so here is the problem again. We're going to go ahead and take this 0.03 and we're going to distribute it to 9.4 and this 0.2. Okay, so we're going to want to have a calculator to do these calculations. So 0.03 times 9.4 is going to give us a 0.282t. And then 0.03 times 0.2 will give us a 0.006. Then we have our little negative 1.7 over there. We'll deal with that guy in a second. Now, if you notice, when you're solving an equation, you want to just take a step and then show that step. Okay, so your teacher and yourself, you can check, hey, what did I do? Okay, I did that. That looks good. You want to be grading yourself or checking yourself along the way. Okay, that's how you avoid making errors in math, is you write one step, nice, neat, and clear, double check, and then once you're confident that you have this correct, then you move on to the next step. So the next step would be just like the basic example I showed you in the beginning, is we need to get all the numbers to the right-hand side of the equation. So I need to get rid of this negative 0.006 right here. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to add a 0.006 to both sides of the equation. Now, if you're not quite sure why I'm doing that, then you want to go back and review some of my videos. I actually have a lot of videos on basic equation solving. So get that down before you start throwing in some decimals into the mix. But the process is the same. Okay, so if you understand, working with just integers and whatnot, you're not doing anything different. Just obviously we need the aid of a calculator to deal with all of these decimals. All right, so here, okay, think about when you're adding 0.006 to both sides of the equation, you want to add down in like an econo manner. So we have 0.282t plus nothing is just going to be 0.282t because we have negative 0.006 plus 0.006. This goes away, right? These cancel each other out. And that's what we want this to, we wanted that to happen. But we'll address, we're just effectively moving this 0.006 to the right-hand side of the equation. So negative 1.7 plus 0.006 is going to be a negative 1.694. Now, in your calculator, all right, you got to know how to make a negative value. So on your calculator key, there's usually a button. Let me see if I can draw a little bit bigger. It looks a little like this. It's a little negative sign or has a little negative sign like that. So make sure you can, the right button to push to create a negative value. And just practice with little basic problems like -7 plus 8 or -10 plus 5. Just make sure you get the correct answers, with that negative value, okay? Because you're going to be using it for things like this. But anyways, when we add down here, I'm going to get a negative 1.694. And the last step to solve for t is I got to go ahead and divide both sides of the equation by 0.282. So I have this negative 1.694. I'm going to divide it by 0.282. So I have a negative divided by positive. It's going to be a negative. Here, I'll just do the calculations, right? So I have a negative 1.694 divided by 0.282. I get a 6.07, but you got to check the signs, right? So a negative divided by positive, my answer will be negative. And there you go. And if you're able to do that successfully, give yourself a nice happy face, some stars, 100%, and you should feel good about yourself. I mean, really, solving equations is just absolutely fundamental to algebra and all mathematics beyond elementary school, middle school, if you will. Okay, so you got to practice when you're doing any problem. Just remember, you're either doing one or two things. You're either reinforcing good habits and the correct procedures, or you're reinforcing poor habits and the wrong procedures. And the thing about it is this: if you're doing proms poorly, okay, or incorrectly, and you shouldn't be, anytime you're not confident about doing a problem, you should stop and pause yourself and get your notes out or look at some examples. You should have some level of confidence when you take on a problem and just take it one step at a time. But remember, you're programming habits into yourself. So, if you're just kind of like not taking your math seriously and you're kind of, I'm kind of guessing your way through, it's almost better not to do math, okay? If you're just kind of guessing your way through because you're really enforcing, incorrect habits and incorrect procedures, okay? So again, videos like this are designed to help you understand how to do things correctly. Now, once you, understand how to do a problem like this, it's not enough to say, okay, now I know how to do this. I'm an expert in solving equations with decimals. No, you want to practice more. Okay, so make sure you continue on and practice and apply what you learn. And if this video was informative or helped you out, certainly would appreciate you smashing that like button. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, hopefully you'll consider subscribing. I already have hundreds and hundreds of videos, like my teaching style, on various levels of mathematics on my channel, organized in various playlists. So if you want more help, that's one major resource. Obviously, I'm posting stuff all the time. Okay, so going to be coming out with new topics, new whatever you might be studying, I'm going to try to hit it. Let's just say that much, okay? In terms of, middle school or advanced mathematics, there's a huge amount of topics, but I'm going to try to, get to all those topics and teach to them. But in the meantime, if you really, really want to see my best work in a most structural, organized, comprehensive way, then check out the links in the description of this video, whether it be my math help program or my notes. But with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.